Welcome at the booth of Eclipse here at the Embedded World in 2024. I would like to give a short explanation on what we are displaying here, and also a short word about Eclipse. Eclipse is working in two areas. One is the charging communication field, and the other field is broader, where we are providing education for embedded electronics, electrical engineering, and also e-mobility, where we have deep knowledge. I would like to explain our setup here. We've been developing also in the past different charging solutions, and today we are displaying our new product, which is a simulator or a counterpart for the charging communication. Here the setup is that it's representing the EV, but there's also a version which is simulating the EVSD side. So this device is used, for example, and which we introduced new in EMC labs, because an EMC lab has the challenge that the charging communication has to work and has to be established, and they don't want to have deeper know-how. This is why we implemented this hardware and a very easy-to-use software GUI, which has a low complexity, where you only need to enter the parameters which are absolutely necessary. The whole setup, I can only show the EV side if I have the part which I want to test. And in this case, it would be a charging station. And the charging station is here represented by a symbol wall box. This wall box we built ourselves with our EC Charge EVSE charge controller. And it is establishing the communication. It's not a simple wall box. It's doing more than the low-level communication. It's also doing the high-level communication, which is done via power line communication. So this is our charge controller inside, building a wall box. And this wall box is establishing the communication to the electric vehicle. Yeah. So for this, for the embedded world, we implemented an endless loop, because somehow we have to show it. Yeah. So always the communication is then shut down, and now you see it was started again, and the light, the lamp is going on. So this endless loop is saying, okay, we are establishing communication, and when the communication is established, then also the power can flow, and the power is really flowing from the wall box to the testing device. And after we implemented a timer, after a certain period of time, it's then shutting down again and re-establishing the communication. So this is the setup. For the testing device, the typical setup, you have different front possibilities. There's also a bigger one for the DC plug. But for EMC labs, it's normally that you are only taking the line for the communication, and the power you put somewhere else. So you wouldn't use these direct plugs here, and not the main plug like we've shown here. But we wanted to show you that we're actually communicating, that power is flowing this way, and that we are switching on the light. And this is why we chose this setup here for the embedded world. Yeah. So this is our new solution. But as we said, we are established before also several products in the charging domain, our charging test systems and the EC Charge EVSE charge controller. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.